This is about more than leisure. Peta is training for a significant event, and today's session alone will involve more than 700 laps and about just as many tumble turns.
This is my 6-lane training pool that I often have to myself because it's closed officially, but I get to use it courtesy of the Canandle Shire.
Well after the season has closed, the Shire's kept the filters going, allowing Peta access to Gallargambone's 25-metre town pool. And today, training is in full swing.
So I break down like an 18k session like I've got to do today. I'll break that down into 1,500 metres and each 1,500 takes me about 23 minutes, and it's a good length because I'll have a quick feed and drink at the end of each 1,500 and then go again.
So that's like the longest race they have at the Olympics, and you're going to do it 12 times?
Yeah, on a standard Saturday morning.
About 500 people live in Gallargambone, but technically Peta is from Armatree, population 134. Both places are far from the sea and many thousands of kilometres from New York City, which, with its population of more than 8 million people, is the destination for Peta's next big swim.
It's one of the open water Triple Crown swims around the world. So there's the English Channel, the Catalina Channel, and the Manhattan 20 Bridges swim. So you typically start at the southern tip of Manhattan Island and swim counterclockwise for 45 kilometres until you reach your starting point again.
About 60 solo swimmers will complete the 20 Bridges swim each year, with times varying according to tides.
It's not a race, there's not 40 other people in the water with me. It's myself, a kayaker and a support boat and support crew. So it could take anywhere from 8 to 10 plus hours.
Peta farms with her parents Jenny and Craig and brother Jack, raising sheep and, when it rains, crops, while also working for Meat and Livestock Australia as its genetics business development manager.
She works office hours, like beyond office hours, but somehow seems to fit in a really massive training regime, especially getting to this pointy end.
Yeah, and it's surprising.
Peta's mum Jenny can't attend the 20 Bridges swim. By the time Peta enters the water on June 17, it'll be lambing time for these ewes. But Peta's family will be cheering her on from home.
Well, like any mother, you are concerned, and I'm confident that she can get around Manhattan Island and count all the bridges as she goes.
She swam as a kid, but Peta really upped the ante when living in Armidale during COVID-19 lockdowns.
When the pools closed, that was really my foray into regular open water swimming in freshwater bodies of water up there.
She's already swum the English Channel as part of a team. That included another bush swimmer, Broken Hill grazier Brendan Cullen.
The high winds and dust storms at Kopi Hollow near Menindee make a surprisingly good training ground.
Peta's also completed several ice swims, including an ice mile at Thredbo in 2022.
Are you going to remember it?
Yeah,
you'll remember it.
That led Peta to compete at the Ice Swimming World Championships. And last year she won gold in the 1,000 metre event held in northern Italy. For the uninitiated, ice swimming has a few basic rules.
The water has to be below 5 degrees Celsius. You're not allowed to wear anything but a normal set of swimmers and a swim cap. And the other rule is after an ice swim you have to be alive 30 minutes afterwards, which might seem a bit funny, but because you get coldest when you get out.
At the World Champs, the water was a staggering 1.5 degrees Celsius.
And it's the most incredible sensation. You feel it right in your chest, but it's also the most dangerous part of ice swimming because that is when your core temperature is the coldest.
Mountain climbing or whatever, it's always got walking across the road's got an element of danger to it, so ice swimming and swimming around Manhattan Island,
why not?
Yeah, why not?
Have you ever done a cold water swim?
No, thank you. I don't even like a cold shower.
Go, Peter.
Helping Peter prepare for the swim is her Melbourne-based coach.
If you're prepared to take a leap of faith, do something that you're unfamiliar with, then you sort of get fed a little bit on the dopamine perhaps, because you've done it, it's exultant. And so great, I'm going to set the next goal.
And open water enthusiast Mike Tractor Gregory.
I mean, it's infectious, and if you're not a part of it, you want to be.
Mike believes preparing for a swim far from an ocean prepares Peter well.
Being remotely located, dealing with obstacles, being resourceful are things that set her up for great success on the day. It is also something that tide may be against you, in which case you are literally swimming on the spot until the tide turns. So having capacity to look to your left and see the Manhattan skyline, swim for half an hour and that building not change can really weigh heavily on an unprepared swimmer, but Peta has that covered. She just knows to keep swimming until that's it, the 20 bridges are done.
And having twice completed the New York swim himself, he's certainly aware of the hazards.
It is the biggest challenge in swimming around Manhattan is rainfall. It is the one thing that can interfere with a swim. If it's too heavy rainfall, well, the water management systems of Manhattan can't cope with that, and so you basically get raw rubbish and effluent spilling into Manhattan. You do not want to be swimming around Manhattan when that is occurring.
While he spends his days in Port Phillip Bay, Mike's been tailoring instructions for Peter, shared over numerous phone calls and emails, to meet her inland conditions.
We've got to take available of any open water that is available to us or presents to us.
That sometimes means the farm's dams. Most of the swim squad here has 4 legs instead of 2.
Yeah, my main training buddies when I'm training at home are the work dogs. They're the ultimate cross-training partners. They love a run and a swim.
Duck poo and mud help mimic New York conditions, although Peter hopes the Hudson River will be clearer.
The last report I heard is you can see your arm out in front, which is certainly better than what I can see in the farm dam, so I'll take that as a win.
Some people might think living far from major bodies of open water or training facilities is a disadvantage, but Peter sees it differently.
I think living rurally, we experience levels of discomfort, just general day to day, whether it be a hot day in the sheep yards or it's a bit dusty at the moment. That just general little bits of discomfort of life, I think, that make us human and actually help us when we go in to do endurance events. And there's some pretty amazing endurance athletes that have grown up or currently live in rural Australia, I think, for that reason.
There's dust and then there's 12 hours swimming around Manhattan, but sure.
Sure, the parallels are there.
Whether it's sunrise at the local pool, moonrise at the dam, or the many sacrifices in between, Peter hopes completing the swim around New York will be a celebration of all the work that's gone before the big day.
The hard yards is actually the 6, 12, 18 months beforehand. The hundreds of tens of thousands of kilometres in the car, your 4 a.m. starts, the hours by yourself looking at a black line. That's the hard bit. The actual swim itself is the celebration of that work.